Tonight on Stealth Line, some water falls from the sky, a bottle of pop gets shaken up, and two grown men get dirty with a panda. Some say that due to his height, he has his own block of airspace, and that he only eats pizzas that he's stolen from his friends. All we know is he's called Ryan.
So what have we got today then? Fiat Panda 1.2 4x4. There's not a lot I can say about this car apart from it's fucking incredible. One, returning 40 miles to the gallon in and around town. Two, 48 miles to the gallon on the motorway. It's a 1.2, little fire engine. What more do you want than that? I mean, we'll do a walk around of the car itself, do a video of inside it. Unfortunately, we have just been off-roading, that's why it's covered in shit a little bit. But we didn't press record on the GoPro because we're fucking retards. So thanks, Ricky. Unfortunately, yeah, we fucked up on that one. But what can I say? So I gave £1,000 for this with 12 months MOT. The guy had owned it 12, 13 years. A book that full of shit, all the way down to like four-wheel alignments, when he purchases air fresheners, all that sort of stuff that isn't really needed, but he's kept together. The only thing it didn't have was a receipt for a timing belt. And he got it with 40k on, it's just hit 130, and I'm a bit like, so timing belt needs to be done on it. Servicing wise, he did the servicing all in-house himself. In regards to it, 4 pretty new Michelin tyres, receipts for a new prop shaft, gearbox servicing, diff servicing, all that ins and outs. But what can I say? £1,000 for a 4-wheel drive that's going to get you through the snow, through the shit, everything you need. Because the budget for me was £1,000 for a vehicle that was going to get me to work and back, be super reliable and super cheap to run. The only thing that costs, well, not costs on this car, but the thing that you're going to incur the most expensive is road tax, because that's 240 quid a year. 240 quid a year is a fucking lot of road tax, considering for £1,000 you can get a Citroen C1 with £20 a year road tax, return the same MPG and all that sort of shit. But you can't compare that side by side, because if you're going to compare that side by side, you need to compare the standard Panda next to one of them C1s, which on par are exactly the same, apart from this is a 4-wheel drive model. £1,000, you're going to get yourself a Freelander, this probably doesn't have a fucking prop shaft, a Disco that's rotten to shit, a Shogun, well, you're not going to pick a Shogun up for that, or you are, it's going to be fucking rotten. You tell me a 4-wheel drive. The other option is Suzuki Ignis 4x4. Between the two, which one are you going to go for? And in my eyes was, there's a bigger following for Pandas, there's more spares on Panda 4x4s, and also it's not Japanese, so you don't have to import blueprint shit halfway across the world and be stuck for components that you're not going to get, because this is multi-platform. They use this platform on the Fiat 500, the Ford KA, even the original Panda. The only difference is the diff and the prop shafts. So yeah, let's have a quick walk around of the vehicle and see what you think of the fucking custard cream. So Fiat Panda, here it is in the flesh. Here's Ricky, the other geezer involved. So the custard cream, how straight is that for a car? How straight? This is a 56 plate, it's getting on to like, well, 54 plate, it's getting on to like 19, 20 years old. See what I mean about the tyres? Proper decent Michelin tyres all round. And then, so as soon as I picked this up, it was completely standard. And the first thing I did was spoke to my cousin to get one-way glass. I don't like film tints. I like the one-way glass because it gives that commercial style look. It's in. If you look close enough, it's like perforated, printed black. You can have all sorts of decals and stickers of whatever you want on there, but I got the black. Did them myself. Started doing the back myself and realised I need to get my cousin to give me a hand because he knows to apply this on curved corners. These are dead easy to do because they're flat. Inside, a little bit of wear on the carpet, but it's only got worse in the last, what, 600 miles since I've had it, because I wear big old boots, and yeah, she gets chewed up real bad, so you've got to get some floor mats on it. 5-speed box, nothing special about up front. I mean, I do have a little cushion there for a bit of lumbar support because these seats are pretty shit. They're not really made for distance. 5-speed box, no air conditioning, so less things to go wrong with it. I'm missing a power knob, but that one works. The idea is to pull this double din out, put one with the hole in the middle so I can put my phone in, and then get a single din with Bluetooth. Nice 2 cup holders up front. Cigarette lighter, broken, but what I'm going to do is put a twin USB charge port there because if I want a fag I'll just use a lighter. You just put the bonnet on that side, Ricky. So, and then, as I was saying, the first thing I did was the tinted window or one-way see-through glass. And the seats on the rear of these don't fold up. So this bench seat stays permanent and that seat stays permanent, and it just leans forward a bit. You can release it and it just sits about there. I'm not keen on that, so the first thing I did was unbolt that, put this matting in. The dog bed goes here because we use this for taking the dog out and for me to get to work with. And then it gives me enough room here to just like put stuff. So I've got the CB aerial there. Yeah, so I mean, I haven't had it on the ramp, but I have gone through it quite thoroughly and there's no major corrosion. It's been really looked after. The guys really looked after it. £1,000, which is, if you ask me, is a steal, because I know for a fact you're not going to get a Panda 4x4 for £1,000. Not a chance, mate. And if you do, she's shagged. And as you say, up front, what have we got here? A little 1.2.
I was just so, where's the engine, right?
I know, yeah. Look at all this room to work on. So you've got one single alternator belt from the crank straight to the alternator, so nothing else. Timing belt, so single cam, crank, water pump tensioner, dead easy to do yourself. Little filly hole up for the oily oils. Hasn't used any in the 600 miles I've had it.
This engine's been around 68, hasn't it?
Yeah, this is an old school fire engine. This is a proper, no frills, no spills, 60 brake horsepower. Nothing special about this. If anything, if you ask me, it's one of the best engines Fiat's have done because it's so simple to work on and it hasn't got plagued with problems. The only difference they've ever done is electronic throttle body, injectors, camshaft position sensor, and that's about it on a little tiny ECU at the side. So yeah, but as you can tell, it's been really loved and looked after, because if you look here, this is not standard. The guy has made sound editing for this. He did it for the rear boot well as well. The only thing I've come across was at my uncle's the other day. She's not rotten through, she's just a bit crusty, so I might have to do a few patches of welding around there, but that's what you get for a Fiat at this age.
A little strut brace on there or something?
Yeah, well, what I'm going to do is 2-inch lift kit, about 100 quid, bring it up a bit, bash plate on the bottom, sump guard and rear diff guard. They're about 160 quid. You can get the combo set off a guy. I forgot what his name is online.
Loads of parts available.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is what I'm saying, like how easy it is to do your servicing. Air filter straight off job, oil filter just down there. The guy said he had service. I did look at the filter and it looks relatively new, hasn't got much shit going on it. Yeah, there's nothing I've had issue wise with this. The only reason I reckon I got it at that price is the guy listed this with a fault, and he said this car goes into limp mode. So I was a bit like, oh shit, I wonder what's wrong with that then. And I was thinking, very little sensors, so if I want to replace all these sensors, it wouldn't cost me a lot to do, and that'll figure out a limp mode. So I went through it and I spoke to the guy. He said, yeah, in 2017 it went into limp mode, and the garage said what they did was take the it's fly-by-wire, so what they did was take the throttle pedal out, clean all the connections by the back of it because they corroded. Well, that's natural, because if you're getting in with wet feet all the time, you're going to get them really corroded. So they repaired that, and they said it did it again in January this year. So I don't know how that's an intermittent fault. Fiat being Fiat, that's just Fiat being Fiat. I've had intermittent faults, and that's like a weekly basis, a daily basis, where I had a Vito and I was just like, fuck me, there's so many fucking issues I'm having with this.
What's important is it's done exactly what the big stuff has done.
Yeah, we've just been off-roading it, haven't we? And it's just...
there was a Volkswagen Amarok.
Right behind us, yeah.
A Toyota 4x4
yeah,
there, and it did exactly what the big stuff is.
Exactly, for a fraction of the price. And I mean, don't get me wrong, some bits... The thing is it's magical because it floats over everything, and you just keep that RPM at a certain rate, and the viscous coupling, because there's no on and off switch for the four-wheel drive. As soon as the front wheel slip, power to the rear, and it sends it across the two with a viscous coupling. So yeah, it's fucking incredible, to be honest. £1,000, what are you going to get? What are you going to get? Look at that.
It's a perfect starter car, really, isn't it, to get into green lane.
Perfect car for green lane. And these are one of the lowest insurance tax brackets. I think they're insurance 2 or 3. Number 1 being the lowest, and this is 2 or 3. Considering you can go all the way up to the 30s, 40s and 50s with Ferraris and stuff. Don't get me wrong, not a lot of space in it, but it's only for me really to get to work and for pissing about with Ricky and whoever. Back seats, like I say, storage facility really. There's nothing better than this. It's like a little micro van. The only issue I've had, that's not an issue, it's just fucking knocks me off, is there's no micro switch here or no button at all. You have to use the key to open the rear tailgate, or on the key fob itself there's a button that you can press that opens the boot. It's the only issue I've had. But yeah, what can we say about it?
I think it's fantastic.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think the colour sets it off as well. Colour sets it off, and you can see we've got the little Polish flag there. Why we got the Polish flag there? Because this
some stickers to go on it as well.
we got some custard cream stickers which we'll be putting on in a minute actually, I reckon. Oh, well, we'll probably give it a clean first. It does need a wash, yeah. It's got a Polish flag in the front. I fitted that there because this car was made in Poland, and Fiat factory at the time had a production over in Poland, and these 4x4 Pandas were made over there. So a bit of heritage to it to have the little Polish flag there, just to let it know where its roots are, because I mean we all know what the Italians are like, and we all know what the Poles are like, and Poles are bloody hard working, like this old girl is. So you can carry that badge all you want, but deep down she's a proper job.
Like I say, you don't need a Toyota Hilux. You're not going to go climbing up a volcano. You're not going to go over the North Pole.
No.
You're not Jeremy Clarkson and James May.
No.
All you need is one of these.
Exactly. And this is the thing is, you go on underneath it, how simple it is to work on. Like, I've had Landies in the back and I've always been fixing them. This has not left a single drip of oil on my drive.
Mountain goat. This has bounced over so much stuff today.
Yeah.
Deep water, some really
goat
deep
being
roots.
the biggest stating of the greatest of all time, if you ask me. It is a proper goat. It's so underrated. I mean, they're just fucking dope. Fucking sick.
There was a couple of times where I thought, oh, we're here. We're not going to be leaving here. But
well, it's annoying that we didn't have the freaking GoPro recording, because it was just some real good shit, man. It was quite fun. We did set everything up, the camera and everything. Like, the camera's just set up there at the moment. We had the camera set up at this hill with all the trail and everything, and then I looked over the shoulder and there was an hour, literally just about to press play, Amrock started coming. So I was like, right, shit, let's get the GoPro, press play, yeah, start recording. And we didn't do any of that. We just got to the thing. I was like, oh,
left the Amrock behind.
We left the Amrock behind, yeah, left him stood still. So yeah, well, look how easy it is to work on. Oh, I know I'm waffling on now, but the only issue I had with this was a sticky slave cylinder down here, because the guy hasn't done that many miles with it. As soon as I put that pedal down, it's stuck. So I've just lithium greased the fuck out of it and it's working sweet. So yeah, but look how easy it is to work on. Airbox off, you got all your HT leads and everything. You just do your spark plugs. I mean, what is there to go wrong with it?
You could have this entire engine out in a
couple of hours. Yeah, a couple of hours easy, yeah. Yeah, the only bit that would piss me off is doing the prop shaft at the back there. But I've seen the lads online putting the 1.4s in out of the 100 horsepower. They're fucking dope. So yeah, more to come to the channel on this. I wonder what I'm going to do with them fog lights, because they seem to be misting up a bit. Do you reckon that's because we've just gone through some water with it?
It's been through it's been through a lot of deep water, to be fair.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's a quick run around, a quick run about of the vehicle. You see how well it's been looked after and maintained. I'm going to do exactly the same. I'm going to keep on top of it. I mean, the guy's even giving me the touch-up pen. It's a fucking vanilla yellow car. I mean, wow.
Four-wheel drive.
Four-wheel drive. Yeah, so that's about it. Clap, 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 clap. Got to sync the music in again. Right. Anyway, so thanks for watching. It's been a great little adventure so far. You'll see more of this on the channel. Like I say, 2-inch lift kit, bash guards, sump guard, like diff guard, snorkel, maybe, maybe not, it depends. I mean, we don't get massive wade depths here. I mean, in all fairness, this will go up to about, air intake funnel for this is around here. So inside you can just disconnect it and you're still a bit higher.
Got the CB radio.
Oh yeah, got CB radio to put on as well. This guy, I forgot all about that. I've got the full kit. I just need the mag sticky on the roofie, because I don't want to. I want a roof rack on it. I don't. What's that? It will look like a Montreal car, yeah. So yeah, all in all, great little car, and appreciate you guys watching. So I'm going to shoot off now. Watch this. This is if it starts. It's a Fiat, don't forget. But it's made in Poland, so every faith.